Now more than ever, it's so important to have this immutable layer. And I think we all agree it's definitely Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And if I could put my stuff on Bitcoin, it means it could be there forever.
So Bitcoin is still there, right? It's tamper-proof as always, right? It's immutable as always. But the problem is Bitcoin's block space is very expensive.
Yeah.
We can't really put 4 megabytes of video file on Bitcoin. You can't. It's not possible. It's 4 megabytes each block right now. So AI come in place on that part.
And it could tap into a set of keywords that would then output that video.
Yes. I think that's part of what will be very exciting. I'm personally pretty interested. Obviously, all these are very new, right? People talk about deeping as well, right? I think it's going to be interesting, but I think Bitcoin has a long way to go for that. We need like multiple layer of infrastructure, even like layer 3, like deeping layer 3, to settle, right? And then like multiple layers to settle back. Because at the end of the day, right now, we look at Bitcoin ecosystem, the cost for security is higher than the others, right? Yeah. You need to pay for the cost. So Bitcoin has the highest level of security, but you need to pay for that economically. So which leads to the infrastructure cost is slightly higher than a lot of Ethereum layer 2 on the Solana and a few other kind of like semi-centralized infrastructure. Why people waiting to pay for that? Because it's on Bitcoin. Right. Because of the high cost, because the high level of security, it's ultimate decentralization. So we need to looking for like high level of value use cases, which eventually hit the product market fit. Users are willing to pay that amount of fee, right, to tap into that.
Right.
So that's kind of a new frontier we have to explore in the use cases. Yeah.
Identity will be a big part of that.
Identity will be, potentially. Some kind of SBT as well, like high valued one, right?
SBT is?
Soul bound tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, like all these are already in Ethereum.
Right.
But some of them doesn't really have big traction due to various reasons, right? I think for me is like, let's take NFT example. A lot of NFT really become not valuable after a while, right? After the hype is gone, because one, lack of use cases. Two, people really don't think it's precious. There's no like sense of precious on a lot of Ethereum NFT after a while, right? Whereas Bitcoin, it really have that, right? It's tamper-proof, it's natively minted, inscribed on Bitcoin, and it's there forever. And some of them have a very low supply. It gives you this kind of Bitcoin culture, Bitcoin scarcity, this Bitcoin precious there, right? That's very important. And that's kind of the reason retail or even some institution willing to pay higher fee for that. And I think that's kind of the product market fit we need to explore in Bitcoin ecosystem. We instead of just copy paste what worked, what it was already there in Ethereum, make a slight twist and then make it high end. I think that's kind of what we call this high end. Yeah.
When do you think I'll be able to plug in my Bitcoin and get a yield with finality? And then when we might see some volume?
We're gonna see that maybe
year?
within the next 6 months, okay. as like early version. Like if we talk about like big traction, hitting the like critical mass, within the next 12 months.
I bet you'll see some whale OGs dip their toe because they're sitting on a lot of Bitcoin.
Yes.
And even a few percent can move the needle. Yeah. And I would think they would try it with a small piece and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened with Ethereum. When Ethereum layer 2 came out, the Ethereum whales tried that. And now like multiple Ethereum layer 2 have multiple billion of TVL.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.